Notice that the background colour for your marker is still red. This is because you set the red value to the RGB function to the maximum of 255 or 100% red and set both green and blue values to 0. Now use the RGB function to set the other colours. In .2 CSS rule, you add RGB to set the background colour to the max value of green and 0 are the other values, and in 3 RGB function to set the maximum value to blue. Right, so we go RGB 255, 0, space 0. And again we do blue, red, green and blue, bracket 255, space 0, space 0, space 0. Sorry, you should have background colours. So it's not that at all. It's 0, 255. So that must be 0, 255 and on then. 0. So red, the green. Your .2 has background colour. Oh, I thought I myself. RGBS, no. Your .3 should be 0, 0. 255. Yabba dabba do. Moving on. While the red and blue markers look the same, the green one is much lighter than it was before. This is because the green colour keyword is actually a darker shade and is about halfway between black and the maximum value for green. In the .2 selector, set the green value in the RGB function to 127, lower its intensity. So red, green, blue, so red, green. Yabba dabba do. Moving on, it's change colour. Now add a bit more vertical space between your markers and the edge of the container element they're in. In the .container CSS rule, use shorthand padding property to add 10 pixels of the top and bottom padding and set the left and right padding to 0. This works similar to the shorthand margin property you used earlier. Right, so .container and I need padding top background colour padding top space 10 pixels semicolon padding bottom colon space 10 pixels semicolon and padding left colon space 0 pixels and padding right colon space 0 pixels. Yay! Right, in the additive RGB red, green and blue colour model, primary colours are colours that when combined create a pure white. But for this to happen, each colour needs to be at a high intensity. Before you combine colours, set your green marker back to pure green. For the RGB function in .2 CSS rule, set the green back to the maximum of 255. So 255, 255 only, no the 127. Yabba dabba do, moving on. Now that you have primary RGB colours